welcome to Blackwood N Gauge layout. So over the past month, I have to be honest with you, not a single bit of work has actually been done on the layout. In the January update, I obviously told you that I had plans to move this layout to a purpose-built insulated shed or garden room in the back garden, and that is still the case. But obviously, because of the coronavirus, everything has now got somewhat delayed. I was expecting a new general purpose shed to come yesterday, but that was obviously postponed because the company is in lockdown, and I now have a new date towards the end of June for that to in actual fact arrive. So I have been working out in the back garden. That's really what I've been doing over the past 4 or 5 weeks, because there's quite a lot of stuff has to be moved about in the garden to allow the new shed area to be created. So on the layout, apart from running the trains, I've not in actual fact been doing any scenery work. To be honest with you, about 85% of this layout is now scenic. There is only probably about 15% of it left to do, and I've always will do the scenery when I feel that I have an idea in my head. I don't just do scenery for the sake of doing scenery. I'm quite happy to leave an area totally bare for weeks, if not months, until something pops into my head and I think to myself, wait a minute, I think I can maybe model that, and I'll go ahead and try to model it. So that's really the first part of this video in terms of nothing's really happened to the layout over the last couple of months. What I am going to do is I'm actually going to do a sort of bit of scenery work and a sort of review at the same time, because at Christmas time I got the Hattons Constructor Oil Spill Kit. Now I have seen this used on quite a number of double O gauge layouts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it on this layout here, and I'll actually film and I'll show you the results. So we'll have a look at the oil spill kit, and then I'll show you where I'm actually going to be using the actual kit on the layout. So I'll catch you in a minute. Cheers. Okay, so the Hattons Oil Spill Kit. So obviously it comes in a box. We'll open the box up, and within the box there is basically just 3 items. You have got the oil spill solution, which is liquid. There is a bag that contains some very fine grey powder, and you have a small sheet of instructions. Now they advise you that the way in which you use the actual product is to sprinkle the grey powder onto the area that you're wanting to represent the oil spill. You fix that with your traditional PVA glue, a 50-50 mix of water and PVA glue with a little bit of washing up liquid on it, and once that is all dried, you can either use a airbrush or you can use a paintbrush and you paint the oil spill solution onto it. Now I have seen this used in a couple of the YouTube channels. Dave at Dean Park used it, and Richard at New Junction also used it. Bearing in mind they are modelling double O gauge, I've never seen anybody actually use this on an N gauge layout. Now it does say in the instructions to simply spread the powder that's in the bag over the top of the track. What I have in my head is I don't want the sleepers to actually disappear. I want to still to be able to see the sleepers, and because this is N gauge, what I'm going to do is slightly different to what the instructions say. I'm actually going to dig out a wee bit of the track that I've already ballasted where I want the oil spill to be, and once that's been dug out, I'll then brush in some of the powder, the grey powder, and once that's complete, once I'm happy with that, I will then fix it with the PVA, and once that's dry we can paint over with the actual oil spill solution. So what I'll do is I'll go away and I'll dig out the ballast. I'm not going to film that, it's a bit boring, and once I've done that we can come back and I'll put the actual powder in and we'll take it from there. So with the trusty spoon, I'm just going to tap this in. Now try to do this round this way so that my hands don't block what you're actually watching. I'm just going to tap this very lightly. The last thing I want is a lot of this powder. This is N Gauge, so I'm going to have to have a bit more sparing. And what I'll do is I'll get my brush. This is the brush I use for ballasting, and I'm just going to just fill it in along the track. So just work our way along there. This is, as I say, is a bit like paint drying. Hopefully camera will pick up what I'm actually doing here. Put a little bit more on, not a huge amount. As I say, it is N Gauge. In fact, I think maybe it would be better using if I just used that. And we always have to put a bit along the side here. So I will say the one thing is definitely you do not need to flood this if you're using this for N Gauge. If you just dump it all on, I think you'll end up with a massive mess. Need a little bit more. So this one, just the amount of grey powder I'm using just for this one small bit, I'm using actually very little. So I think one kit for an N Gauge layout would last you for a considerable amount of time. We'll put it on there. I think we need a bit more on these outside edges. I'm fairly happy with what's in. Let's see how this is going. Okay, so let's just get this all the way along. Excuse my rather large hands, which are probably in the way a wee bit. Then we shall use the big finger just to scrape it along. And just like the way you do with ballast, we'll tap it a wee little bit to get it to settle, because at the moment it's lying actually along the insides of the running rails. And that's one place on N Gauge you don't really want it. Take my nail. And one thing you can't really do is blow it because it's powder, and if you blow it, it'll be absolutely everywhere. Now, I'm just going to move that along a little bit. Okay, so that is basically the powder applied. So what I'll do now is I'll go away, I'll make up the PVA. I'm not going to film that. I'll PVA it, and we need to leave it for probably 24 hours, and then we can come back tomorrow and it should hopefully be nice and hard, and then I can apply the actual oil spill to it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that running session. So the last part of this video is obviously back at this part of the track that I put the grey powder on for the oil spill kit. Now, I don't think you can probably pick this up terribly well. A, probably because I've not got the best of camcorders, and B, this is N Gauge track that we are talking about. But I can see, I can just see, or you can just see through the camera there, you can see slight patches where the grey powder has kind of infilled the ballast. So what I'm going to do now is simply get the oil spill liquid, and I will simply paint that on, and we'll come back and we'll look at it once I've done that. So there we are. I've brushed on the oil spill itself, and I've got it along a good section of the track. It will probably dry a little bit lighter than it is at the moment because it's only just been put on, but yeah, it does certainly give me the impression of quite dirty, oily looking track, which if I zoom in, oops, put my hand there, try and pick the focus up, it's going to get focus, bring it back a little bit. So yeah, I'm reasonably pleased with that. Track just needs to, once it's bone dry, need to give the top of the rails a cleaned, just to for any of the black paint that's going onto it. But yeah, I'm really actually quite pleased with that. Track on the right hand side is what it looked like before, and then you've got this oily dirty track on the left hand side. So yep, I would give that a thumbs up from Hattons. And I think it's probably quite good if you're maybe just starting out. It's a good wee kit to give somebody. You can't really go wrong with it, and you can have some great fun with it, and good value for money. So that's it. So anyway, this video is going on for far too long because obviously there was a running session in the middle of doing all this. So thanks for watching the video. Hope everybody stays safe, and I'll catch all you guys in the next update. Bye for now.